So we've been on the marina for exactly a week now, and inevitably we've had the family visits from our children and grandchildren wanting to know where we are. So we decided to have a couple of trips out with them. So the first one was with our son and 4 grandchildren. We just took them up the canal about 3 miles to the winding hole and then turned round. Same route both days, because the following day our youngest daughter and her boyfriend came to visit, and we went the same way, but we went a little bit further because we went for lunch at a local pub. So this is the first swing bridge that you come to. It's a pedestrian bridge, notorious for sticking. People are sort of fairly surprised if it's working 2 days in a row, but luckily for us it was working both days. A little bit tricky at times. You have to turn the key, you turn it off, you turn it on, you turn it off, you turn it on, but eventually it works, so that's all good. So this is just coming through the town. We are actually coming to another marina up here, and where they do boat servicing and things. We're quite well served around here to get work done on the boat, so that's going to be very useful. So we came past. We actually, the second day we stopped here and called at the chandlery and got diesel and what have you. So as I say, it's quite useful. It's a very quiet canal, this one. In fact, you rarely see another boat moving, actually. As I say, there are a couple of marinas and a boat services further up the canal, but it's not very often actually you see much moving. Although on our second trip out, somebody else from our marina did leave just before us, so we could share the lock with them because it's a double lock. But it's not very often that you see it. The second red boat that you can see on the towpath side there, if any of you ever watched Country House Gent, that was his boat. We actually saw him for a chat at the lock, so that was nice. So I'm not sure what my son's doing there, waving his arms about, but there you go. So we're just coming up to the motorway bridge, which obviously we have to go under. And the brilliant thing, actually, if you're just taking somebody out for a little trip, the great thing about this canal is it's that wide. You don't actually, with a 57-foot boat like ours, you don't actually have to find a winding hole because it's wide enough to turn at almost any point on the canal. There are a couple of bits where it narrows down a little bit, but in general you can turn a 57-foot boat anywhere on this stretch of canal. So obviously that's quite useful. It is quite tricky getting in and out of our marina because it's a very small marina, very small basin, so there's not much room for manoeuvre, so you actually have to, from where we're moored, you have to reverse out, but Neil's getting that down quite well. So the trip out to the pub takes about an hour and a half, and there's moorings outside, which is brilliant. So it was the first time we'd done it. I'm sure it won't be the last, and they have some really nice food, so that's great. So obviously we've still got lots of things that we want to do to the boat. There's lots of other places we want to have a trip out to, which we're hoping to do over the next couple of weeks. But as in terms of the boat, one thing you always need on a narrow boat is storage space. So that's what the next vlog's going to be about, how to create more storage space on a narrow boat. So thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed it, click like. To follow our adventures further, subscribe and click the bell icon, it'll let you know.